Hello everyone, how is everyone doing? It is Oxnum Gaming 08 here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And also, welcome back to some more of my Gotham Knights Showdown series. If you remember in the previous video, we played the Mr. Freeze Showdown and defeated Mr. Freeze and his Storm Engine, and that took us 11 minutes and 9 seconds. And it looks like in today's video, we are going to be doing our second showdown, aka Mecha Freeze, which is Mr. Freeze in his mech. And the description is, face the ultimate version of Mecha Freeze in this amped up showdown. Mecha Freeze's attacks are more aggressive and inflict bioelectric and cryogenic elemental effects. That's just how you pronounce another word for ice. The recommended power for this battle is 15,300. My best time for it was 9 minutes and 29 seconds. And the villain attacks ice and electricity, and his weakness is electricity. So if you at any point enjoy, or if you'd like to see this series continue, which I hope you do, then do consider dropping a like on this video, and also if this is your first time watching the channel, do consider subscribing and turning on all the notifications, so that you cannot miss my future uploads on this game, which is going to be every weekday at 3 PM British time, and subscribing is a brilliant way to help me reach 200 subscribers, which I very much appreciate, assuming that's my next sub goal. And also, by the way, 10% of you who watch my videos are not yet 10% of you who watch my vids are actually subscribed, so make sure you subscribe if you have not already, if you're that 90% who have not. And thank you all so much for the love and support in this series, but we've got a battle to play, so let's get into this. And this is also a battle that takes place in the Mr. Freeze campaign in this game. The final boss in it, actually. And it also takes place in the same area it took place in the campaign, which I believe is Arkham Asylum. We're just gonna watch the cutscene now.
That does not look good.
I told you before. Letting me die would have been easier. Now, nothing can stop what's coming. Soon, the world will feel the cold as I do.
Alright, so it's time for this battle, guys. Yeah, and so basically, I think I mentioned in the previous video on this game, the Mr. Freeze mech in this game actually walks like a spider. Yeah, I said something like that. And it has more powerful attacks, and the Mr. Freeze mech in the Lego Batman movie is more like an exosuit, and actually can contain Mr. Freeze's entire body. I think it is actually Mr. Freeze's body for that movie, actually. Yeah. And this mech in this game is actually, like, more powerful because it can shoot beams, ice beams, and can stomp, and it can also shoot rockets. And then at some point during the level, it will do an explosion where you have to get onto a perch point and then aerial attack Mr. Freeze from there. I think you can get up and do a melee attack if you really want to, but yeah, I suppose you can. Yeah, and his stomp ability is bioelectric, and his cannon ability is ice. I think his rockets are a mixture of both, actually. Yeah, and like the first boss battle, I'd highly recommend you use ranged attacks in order to easily defeat him. And yeah, because ranged attacks, you can actually defeat him from a distance, and you will not receive as much hits as you normally would doing melee. Although I suppose you could do melee, but just gotta be really careful if you think about it. And also use time strikes if you can. And when your gun is empty, make sure you hit the fire button in order to reload. And also make sure if you're playing as Red Hood, make sure you use the left bumper, the right bumper plus the tap Y ability when you can. When your momentum bar is full. You get a total of 4 momentum bars, so I think the more of them you have, the more likely you are to do them.
I will not be stopped.
Sorry if I'm not talking much, I'm just focusing on the boss battle, that's all. But I will give you a few hints every now and then, guys. So basically, at some point during the boss battle, if you allow Mr. Freeze to receive enough hits, you will eventually break one of the mech's front legs, and then they will eventually, and then the leg that's broken will eventually go down for a short period of time. But it's just for a short period of time, keep that in mind. And it's also at some point during this boss battle where you can actually fight the goons. Oh yeah, and this point during the boss battle where it's like a strategy section in every video game where you have to basically avoid all of his attacks. I mean, I personally prefer it more if he only did the missile moves where you have to get out of the targets in order to avoid them. Yeah, basically something like that. Again, sorry if I'm not talking a lot, it's just I'm focusing on the boss battle and figuring out where to go. Okay, so apparently the rockets are electric.
Belfry, he's freezing the harbor. We need to get everyone clear.
That will change nothing. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Alright, yeah, so it's at this point during the boss battle where Mr. Freeze will freeze the lake, basically, and you will have to get on top of one of those perch points, which you can use in order to perform an aerial attack. See, like right now, I'm going to grapple to one of these perch points, and wait until he finishes his explosion, and then aerial attack him.
You cannot hope to defeat me.
But you will still need to evade his ice beam and rockets, just keep that in mind. And also, if you ever get the chance, make sure you actually use other momentum attacks on him, or strike in a melee hit, or a heavy melee attack every now and then, or a heavy ranged attack. Okay, so his beam is now just going to be following me, and I'm just going to probably defeat him for the rest of it. And make sure you remember your reload, and watch out for the rockets, just keep that in mind. He's going to do the explosion attack again, so here's what you do. Go onto a perch point, wait for him to explode, and then aerial attack him. And then move out of the way of the projectiles if there are going to be any launching. But overall, just attack him however so you choose. Whoops.
What hope do you have against the elements?
Well, Freeze, it looks like you're going to be going down once and for all one day. And that is today. Which is the day after I fought you in the normal form and not the mech suit. So here's how I do it once again. Perch point, wait for him to explode, and then attack him. Although I suppose you could just naturally do that even before he explodes. Maybe if you have time or something like that. And always make sure you shoot these gravitational pole things in order to blow them up ready. Or I suppose you could just let Mr. Freeze walk into them if you really want. Alright, so he's down to half his health already. Yeah, one thing I also forgot to mention in this battle was that there are two types of rockets. One type of rockets that are the gravitational pole ones, which you have to shoot, and the other is the bioelectric ones, which are just electric and will vanish immediately. Quick, post point here, post point ready! Aerial attack, kick in the face! Yeah, and one thing I also forgot to mention about Mr. Freeze is that I don't actually know a lot about him. He was also, you could also play as Mr. Freeze in the Lego Batman video game. There's also an achievement in that called the Rabbit Hole, where you have to defeat a bunch of enemies with Mad Hatter's mind control.
Join Batman in the darkness.
Oh, I'll never join Batman in darkness. I'll go to a peaceful place when I'm old enough. Now, I think he knows what I mean. Ah, oh, just in time. So close. Quick evade. And the reason why I'm shooting Mr. Freeze beforehand, when he's up there, is that so that I build up enough momentum in order to perform the momentum abilities. Yeah, as you see, one bar's full already. I'm just gonna wait until I'm just waiting until he's free for me to shoot him, and then I will actually, yeah. And also make sure, in case you forgot, make sure you shoot the gravitational poles. Yeah, and also here's something that I mentioned at the start of the video, I think it was, where Mr. Freeze will spawn in his goons, and you have to basically defeat them, pretty much. You're right, I am killing the score. Maybe let's see if they can go into the gravitational poles. I don't think they actually can. Right, that's all the goons dealt with. Well, at least I have a momentum bar left. Just one momentum bar, that is. Not a lot. But, hey, it'll make work.
I will preserve Gotham in ice.
Dissolve Gotham in ice might dissolve Gotham in fire to me. No, first he'll dissolve Gotham in ice, and then I'll melt it all with fire. Like fire! Oh, hey, oh. Nice, look at his health going down. Momentum time! Heavy melee strike! Oh, here come more goons! Yeah, and one thing that I also forgot to mention is that also the Mr. Freeze regulator goons also have the ability to do that ice beam or whatever it is. Now that all the goons are dealt with, we should just run away from his beam and use the barrage when we can. And you can basically shoot Mr. Freeze from anywhere. It does not have to just be his legs on his mech. It can literally be anywhere, really. Jump kick in the face of Mr. Freeze. Here come more regulars by the looks of this. Well, I'm gonna take down Mr. Freeze first. I think he's almost down nearly, yeah. Like I mentioned, you don't actually have to deplete the whole health bar of the boss in order to defeat them, only 9/10 of it. Thick.
Give it up, Freeze. There's nothing left for you to do but surrender.
This was meant to be my greatest creation.
You could have started over. Your life didn't have to be about revenge.
I would rather die knowing what I am than live in a lie.
That would be your cue to leave. The bat drone is on approach to pick you up.
Put me back in my cell if you must. There's nothing left for me here.
Completed Mecha Freeze Showdown. Yeah, that was another good one, actually. Yeah, I think that the showdowns are quite a good way to earn 6 free achievements. Because you get one achievement for defeating each boss, and another one for defeating all of them. Apparently, yeah.
And just like that.
But anyway guys, so like that, I am going to end the video here. If you at any point enjoyed, which I hope you did, or if you'd like to see this challenges series continue, which I hope you do, then do consider dropping a like on this video, and also if this is your first time watching the channel, do consider subscribing and turning on all the notifications if you have not done so already, so that you cannot miss my future uploads on this game, which, if you don't remember, which is going to be every weekday at 3 PM British time, and subscribing is a brilliant way to help me reach 200 subscribers, which I very much appreciate, assuming that's my next sub goal. And also 10% of you who watch my vids are actually subscribed, so make sure you subscribe if you're part of the 90% that have not. But anyway guys, I shall see you in the next video, where it looks like we're going to be doing the Harley Quinn showdown, which apparently takes place in the Gotham City General Hospital, I think it takes place in. Yeah, from the Harley Quinn campaign. Anyway, I'll see y'all then. Goodbye. Have a great day, have fun, and stay safe.